Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us today to listen to our episode from Anchorage, Alaska. So, we are piled on top of another bed together. It's me, it's Cassie, and it's Chelsea, and we are in a bed and breakfast that is a very eclectic scene. Matter of fact, how would you describe what this home looks like, Chelsea?
It has a lot of history behind it. A lot of family history, a lot of Alaskan history, a lot of pride, a lot of love.
One of the things I notice is outside of my bedroom window is a memorial garden. And they have, her mother's favorite plants in a section dedicated to her mother, a section dedicated to her husband who has passed away, a section dedicated to her father. So I thought that was really interesting too, just, to keep them a part of what she loves so much because she knows that that's really where she gained. And when I say she, I'm talking about Carol Ross, our host here in Anchorage, Alaska. I mean, she hosted our crew for 4 nights, bed and breakfast. So we're so grateful. And the room that we are in right now, I have a feeling when I ask Cass to tell us about what she thinks of this bed and breakfast, she's probably going to describe some of that. So Cassie, what do you think about this bed and breakfast? How would you describe it?
I feel like I'm in a Wes Anderson movie, and I really like it. The decoration, all the rooms are really cozy, and she has these like mod curtains and wallpaper and lampshades. They're all kind of the same colors, like blues and greens. And it's amazing. I love it.
Also, I know you really like the portraits. There's a wall of portraits that her mother painted from back in the day. And there's a portrait of her mother, a portrait of her father, and all sorts of other people that they knew that I know you said, let's do the interview in front of that wall because you really liked it a lot. So that was pretty cool. So what we wanted to do for you guys today, we got on a plane. We flew over the most amazing mountains, snow-capped mountains. The view was outrageous. We can't even believe that we're in Alaska. We've only been here for a few hours. We just went to bed. For us, it's 11:30, almost midnight now. And here, it's an hour earlier than that. So let's say 10:30, almost 11. The sun is still out. Literally, the sun is out. So we've heard about that before, but we haven't experienced it. And from our journeys in general, we've had a lot of different time zones that we've been dealing with. And so to then add on top of that, we lost an hour or gained an hour. I don't even know. And then on top of that, the sun is out. Do you know, did we lose an hour, Chelsea, or gain an hour?
We gained an hour. We gained an hour because Pacific time, we went back at another hour. I don't know. I don't know if any of that makes sense at this moment.
Let's just say that I took pictures of the girls and then Chelsea took a picture of me at the dinner table tonight, just so tired, eyes all red, feeling puffy, just feeling like we were ready for bed. So anyway, we thought tonight before we went to sleep that we would find a quote that represents how we're feeling right now about Alaska. And it's Memorial Day. And this country is amazing and beautiful. And we are so lucky to live in it. So, Chelsea, what did you come up with?
Well, the quote that I found was, it says, sometimes you find yourself in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes in the middle of nowhere you find yourself. And I feel like that really hit home for me just because we're out on this adventure and there's things that I found out about myself that I didn't really necessarily know, whether that was relationship wise or, just my strength, my patience, my, just awareness of who I am and where I'm and how I'm showing up, so it's just been a really cool adventure. And coming here, you're in the middle of these massive mountains and we don't really have a plan as of yet. So it's kind of like we're in the middle of nowhere. And I feel like this is the perfect spot for us and something miraculously huge is going to happen. So that's kind of where I'm at in this moment in that quote.
I actually have had a similar feeling. First of all, typically in majority of the places we've stayed, we haven't been able to stay more than just a couple of nights. So we've planned a lot of what we're doing to make sure that we accomplish our goals, and it's been amazing. But because we had 4 nights here in Alaska, we decided, let's get here, and once we're here, we're going to figure it all out. But I feel the same way, like something really cool is supposed to happen here. So stay tuned for that. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Cassie, what about you?
So a quote that I found that I liked says, "The wilderness holds answers to questions man has not yet learned to ask." And to me, what I took from that is nature has a way of communicating ideas or introducing you to different dimensions that you don't normally think about, that can't be expressed by words. And it's not so much something that you can explain, but it's more of a feeling or understanding that you just have and you're not really sure why.
Does it say there who said that?
Nancy Newhall. She's an editor and photographer, critic.
Okay. And it doesn't say on yours, right? It's a meme that you saw on Pinterest. Okay, so I think it was a lot of fun to come home after our dinner out, which we were at a place that was the 4th rated brewery in the entire country. It was a lot of fun and it was delicious. But anyway, of course, we had to try all of the Alaskan everythings when it came to Alaskan salmon, Alaskan halibut, Alaskan cod, and the seafood chowder and their world-winning bread pudding. We had that. So we're full, we're happy. And I am going to leave you with a quote that I found that I feel really represents my feelings today, specifically driving down the street here and having the most amazing mountains, whether it was in the distance looking forward or in my rearview mirror. I mean, it just looked like it wasn't even real. It just looked fake. It's that beautiful here. And so I found something by Confucius, and he said, "Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it." And I think that's so true. And I think it represents for me just how everything we think and feel, it comes from the thoughts in our own minds. And I know when we were in Montana with Chelsea, and Cassie and I were freaking out over the beauty, and she was like, "Yeah, well, that's what it always looks like." And I thought today while I was driving down the street, I thought, I wonder if the people here, like that kid riding his bike on the sidewalk, is he looking up at these amazing mountains that he's riding towards, or is he just so used to it that he doesn't see that beauty anymore? So here's my suggestion for you, everybody, today. I would like you to try and see beauty in everything. See if you can do that. That's it. Talk to you tomorrow. Remember, you motivate me. I'm Lynette Renda.
And I talk to you, 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 and we love, and we hate, and we demonstrate, we try to relate. This is my breakthrough. Whoa. Said now, this my breakthrough. Whoa. Oh man, this my breakthrough. Whoa.